There is a very specific kind of silence that happens after you finally get the thing you begged God for. Not before, after. The rent gets paid, the test result comes back negative. Your mother survives surgery, the visa gets approved, the relationship finally stops shaking. You get the job email that starts with, "We are pleased to inform you," and suddenly the prayer that used to keep you awake at 2:13 a.m. disappears from your mouth completely. Because crisis makes people pray loudly, comfort makes people quiet. And if we are being real for a second, some of us only became consistent in prayer because life cornered us like a Lagos Danfo conductor asking for complete change you do not have. You know those prayers. "God, if you do this one thing for me, Father, please, I promise I'll never." Jesus a beg, then the miracle lands, and slowly, without even meaning to, you move on. That is why this story in Luke 17 hits differently, because it is not really about lepers. It is about human beings. It is about how easy it is to receive something life-changing and immediately become distracted by life again. 10 men cried out for mercy, 1 came back, and Jesus noticed the missing 9. That part always gets me, because Jesus did not say, well, at least 1 returned. No. He counted the absence. Where are the other 9? Whew, that question has weight on it. Now let us enter the story properly because modern people hear leprosy and think rash, skin condition, maybe something uncomfortable. No. In the 1st century, leprosy was social death wearing human skin. These men were not just sick, they were removed. Levitical law required them to live outside the community, outside the city, outside normal life. If they walked near healthy people, they had to announce themselves loudly. Unclean! Imagine that. Imagine your illness becoming your introduction. Imagine not hugging your child for years because your body became dangerous to touch. Imagine watching weddings from far away, funerals from far away, temple worship from far away. Imagine people seeing you before they even looked at you. That was their life. And pain changes people, not only physically, spiritually too. Long suffering can make somebody stop expecting joy altogether. It can shrink your imagination. Some people are not depressed because they are weak. They are exhausted from disappointment, stacking on disappointment, until hope itself starts feeling embarrassing. These 10 men were there, outside, forgotten, probably smelling like infection and dust and survival. Then one day, Jesus walks by, and I love this part because they do not even ask politely. No fake composure, no coolness, no pretending. Jesus, Master, have mercy on us. That is one thing suffering does. It burns performance out of people. Nobody in real pain cares about looking aesthetic. Go show yourselves to the priests. That was the protocol for healed lepers. Priests officially confirmed cleansing so people could re-enter society. But here is the wild part. They were not healed yet. Jesus gave them an instruction before visible evidence appeared, meaning they had to start walking while still looking sick. Somebody listening to this needs to catch that, because faith is not always dancing after the miracle happens. Sometimes faith is taking the next step while nothing has changed yet. Applying for jobs while still broke, going to therapy while still hurting, starting the gym while still insecure, opening the business page while sales are still 0. As they went, that line in scripture is dangerous, because healing met them in motion, not while sitting, not while arguing, not while demanding more proof, while moving. And suddenly, skin clears, nerves return, pain leaves. 10 men watch their bodies come back to life in real time. Can you imagine the screaming, the crying? One man probably dropped to his knees. Another probably started laughing uncontrollably. One of them probably touched his own face 10 times because he had forgotten what smooth skin felt like. These men had their lives returned to them in one afternoon. And honestly, the 9 who kept going makes sense to me. People judge them too quickly, but think about it. If you had not hugged your mother in 10 years, would you not run home? If your child had grown up without you because disease isolated you, then would you not sprint? The priest was waiting. Family was waiting. Life was waiting. The pull toward normal life was strong. That is why gratitude is difficult, because gratitude interrupts momentum. It makes you stop while everybody else keeps running forward. And this generation especially struggles with that. We move fast, too fast. We consume blessings like content now. A prayer gets answered Monday, and by Thursday we are anxious about something else. God gives us the apartment we cried for, then 6 months later we are angry because the kitchen is small. We begged for the relationship, then complained because the person texts too much. We prayed for work, then hated waking up early. Human beings adjust to miracles frighteningly quickly. Psychologists actually have a phrase for this, hedonic adaptation, which basically means people return to emotional baseline after positive changes faster than they expect. The new phone becomes normal. The new salary becomes normal. The answered prayer becomes background noise. That is why intentional gratitude matters. Without it, miracles become ordinary in your eyes, and familiarity kills wonder faster than suffering sometimes. But one man stops. One. Luke says, one of them. When he saw he was healed, came back, praising God in a loud voice. Loud voice. Not cute gratitude, not polished church gratitude. This man was loud. The kind of loud that embarrasses calm people, and personally, I love that for him, because some blessings are too heavy for quiet gratitude. There are miracles that should make you ugly cry. Some of you survived things that should have buried you emotionally. The fact that you are still laughing, still functioning, still trying again, still soft after everything life did to you, that deserves loud gratitude. This man turns around and runs back toward Jesus. Then Luke casually drops another detail. He was a Samaritan. Oh, now the story gets messier, because Jews and Samaritans had serious tension historically. Cultural hostility, religious division, generational prejudice, meaning the outsider came back, the foreigner came back, the man with the least entitlement returned first. Interesting. Sometimes the people most aware of grace are the people who never felt owed anything in the first place. I remember when Chloe finally got her breakthrough. 6 months after losing her job, she got hired by a marketing company. Better pay, better environment, better everything. First salary hits, and listen, this girl did not even spend it immediately. She bought food for her mother first. Then she sat on her kitchen floor eating Chinese takeout and crying. Not because she was sad, because she remembered the grocery store parking lot. She remembered declining cards, anxiety, shame, and she said something I will never forget. If I move on too quickly from this moment, I'll become the kind of person who only talks to God in emergencies. That line punched me in the chest because, whew, some people do not want God. They want escape. There is a difference. The Samaritan wanted more than healing. He wanted the healer. That is why Jesus says something fascinating. Your faith has made you well. Now here is where it gets deep. Because all 10 were healed physically, but the word Jesus uses for this one is different. The Greek word is Sōzō. It means saved, restored, made whole, not just cured externally, whole internally too, meaning 9 received healing, 1 received transformation, 9 got their skin back, 1 got encounter, 9 experienced power, 1 experienced presence. That is the difference gratitude creates. Gratitude keeps your heart connected to the source instead of just the supply. And can I say something uncomfortable lovingly? Some people stop seeking God the second life improves. You can literally track their prayer life according to stress level. Hard season? Bible verses and captions. Prayer journals, worship music, things stabilize, ghost mode, and no judgment because humans naturally drift toward comfort. But scripture keeps showing us this pattern over and over again. The Israelites cried out in Egypt, then forgot in abundance. Peter begged Jesus not to leave him, then denied him under pressure. Human memory is fragile. That is why scripture constantly says, remember who carried you, remember who fed you, remember who healed you. Because forgetting God rarely happens dramatically, it happens gradually. Let me tell you another story. There was a guy named Ethan, gym bro, loud, funny, the type that says bro every 4 seconds. One year his life completely scattered, business collapsed, relationship ended, anxiety attacks started hitting him randomly at night. He started praying again after years away from church, and not the fake Instagram spirituality either, real prayer. Then slowly things improved. He got stable, money returned, peace returned, and one evening he called me and said, "You know what scares me?" I said, "What?" He said that I needed suffering to make me spiritually awake. That is a dangerous realization because some people only know how to seek deeply when life hurts deeply. The Samaritan teaches another way. Return while things are good too. Come back after the healing. Come back after the breakthrough. Come back after the tears dry. Do not only know God as emergency contact. Jesus asks, "Where are the other 9?" And notice, he does not chase them. That matters. Love does not force intimacy. The 9 were still healed. Grace was still given. Jesus did not revoke the miracle because they forgot gratitude, but the one who returned experienced something deeper. That is how relationships work. 2 people can receive the same gift and experience completely different levels of closeness depending on whether they return. And honestly, that applies outside spirituality too. People who feel appreciated stay softer. Friendships deepen through gratitude. Relationships survive through acknowledgement. Even psychologically, research consistently shows gratitude improves emotional resilience, relationship satisfaction, mental health, and overall well-being. Why? Because gratitude shifts attention. It forces your mind to notice presence instead of absence. And absence is loud these days. Social media trains people to obsess over what is missing. Missing money, missing body goals, missing relationships, missing opportunities. Gratitude interrupts that spiral. It says, yes, there is still more I desire, but let me not disrespect what already arrived. And please hear me carefully. Gratitude is not pretending life is perfect. The Samaritan still had rebuilding to do after healing. He still needed to reintegrate into society, still needed work, still needed emotional recovery. But gratitude paused him long enough to recognize mercy before chasing the next thing. That is maturity. Some of you listening right now are living inside prayers your past self cried desperately for. And you forgot. You forgot the nights you begged for peace, forgot the season you prayed just to survive, forgot the version of you that would have cried tears of joy over the life you now complain about casually. Not saying you cannot desire more. Desire is human. But gratitude keeps ambition from becoming blindness. The Samaritan falls at Jesus' feet. That posture matters too, because gratitude humbles people naturally. Pride says, I earned this. Gratitude says, I received help. And the older I get, the more I realize nobody truly succeeds alone. Somebody prayed for you. Somebody encouraged you. Somebody gave you a chance. Somebody stayed when they could have left. Even your own strength is not entirely self-generated. There were days grace carried you harder than discipline did. You know what I love most about this story, though? Jesus noticed the one. In a crowd of missing gratitude, heaven still highlighted the returner. That encourages me deeply, because sometimes gratitude feels invisible in this loud world. Kindness feels unnoticed. Faithfulness feels unrewarded. Returning feels pointless when everybody else moved on. But Jesus saw him immediately. The loud worship, the tears, the turning back, nothing sincere goes unnoticed by God. Nothing. So maybe this week, pause. Actually pause. Think about what has already been healed. Maybe not everything, maybe not fully, but something. You survived something, learned something, escaped something, recovered from something. Return there mentally for a moment and say thank you properly, not rushed, not robotic. Real gratitude, because gratitude does something strange to the human soul. It softens it, and in a hard world, a soft, grateful heart is a miracle too. 10 were healed. 1 came back, and somehow the one who returned walked away with more than he originally asked for, because gratitude turned a miracle into a relationship. And honestly, that is still happening every day. If something in this story stayed with you and if it's still sitting somewhere in your chest, that's not an accident. That's the thing we don't scroll past. Hit like, not as a reflex, but as a marker, because somewhere out there, a witness is still looking for proof that their story isn't over. And this might be how they find it. Pass it to that friend, the one whose testimony is still being written, the one who hasn't heard the scripture told this way before. And subscribe to Bible Rebooted. We don't come here to perform. We come here to tell the truth and to hand you the evidence that you were never as far gone as it felt. Every story is evidence. It's your boy Kairos Ade signing out. Like, subscribe and stream the music.